Okay, welcome back. We've just gone through one wisp shift portal near one of Tyrrell's resting places, and found some stuff in a box, and that's pretty much about it. I'm just going to check the rest of the room. Some blood reed. Go. That's kind of it. There was one wisp shift location. What we'll do is we'll go back to the first level first, and then come back to the one up here. Okay, unchecked growth. We've got tar bead that has grown for us. Nice one. And we'll set off. Swing with your sword. We'll set off another one. First one we come across, just outside. Here. Now, we want to get through that door. Door actually teleports us to somewhere else. And we have a bag full of stuff. Food and herbs. Okay, some really much needed supplies there. Much too heavy for anyone to grab. We also have an Amulet of Wisdom, like the Spirit Mirror pendant, which has been renamed, where it gains points faster. It's the same item, just with a rename. And we probably want Mage to wear it. Out some noise. Our frame rate has died very much so once again. You'd like to know what's causing that. Okay. Teleported back here, and I'm going to carry around a rack shank for a while. Okay. As we go further down, remember there is so it shifts us through to here, and we've got a crystal skull, first one for the game. Potion of Restoration. Okay, drinking that will restore energy, health, and cure all ailments. It's a new one. Scroll of Lightning Blast. Can't learn that just yet, but not too far away. Pulsing spell. Yep. And pitch root bread. I left the rat shank in there. Oh. Okay. One down here. Beat up this cave-in. lever. Open both these, and we can get the chalice. Now the chalice, we've got the treasure icon from Old Grimrock, the original game, and it's been renamed. It must be worth a fortune. When water is drunk from this chalice, blessings are bestowed upon the chalice holder and their companions. So it gives you a clue as to what it is. It's no longer a treasure anymore, it's just a chalice. And we can cruise along, and I'll show you what that does a bit later. Now, work our way back this way. Might be a shortcut. Yeah, many ways to get back. Not through here. As you see, we're back here at the entrance to level 4, or level 6 rather, the 4th level, and that's a very, very quick way to move back and forth between the first 4 levels. We can get through to that one, but just from the other side. Alright, wisp shift on through. Squall burst. Okay. Burst spell affects only flying or floating monsters. Damage physical is 10 times air magic, so it's a pretty decent. That it's already hitting for 200 when you learn it, and you can amplify it with a certain rune bowl, which makes it deal even more damage. But it's only usable against flying creatures, and it's just a burst spell, so that goes in the second one. Alright, so there's a secret button here, which opens both those doors. Close by and the west, so let's head west and find that we can open this one, and a Tome of Air. Learning that, we can then pick up Lightning Blast. Oh, could have gone the short way, but so I think that's it for the wisp shift areas that I can access now. I don't think there's any further ones. Oh, and now that we've learned to take traps, let's cast that and we'll show you what have we got? Detect traps, radio. Shining a green light on the spaces reveals any spawning areas for traps or monsters. Okay, so it searches for spawners. You can go. And there we have it. The whole room. Don't go in there. Just cast it in here as well. You can see different spawning areas. So, useful spell. I find that I play through the game and never bother with the detection spells, but I suppose they're kind of not that useful for me, since I know where everything is. But yeah, for someone who doesn't know where all the traps and whatnot are, then yeah, quite a useful spell. There's also, you know, the detect monster, detect secrets at level 30. So, yeah, there's a fair few things that can be revealed. Alright, stop babbling. Now, choices. We can do Yggdrasil, or we can go and complete the secrets in this area. Let's Let's do the Yggdrasil. Why not? Why not? Let's go there. Actually, change my mind. Alright. Where does this one go? Take all the time you need. Alright, trapped. Oh, it's a puzzle area. It's timed. There are buttons in it, so I'm going to press that one. Open that. Now there's a couple of plates that we can drop things on. We don't have that many things to drop. A button here. Opens this. There we go. That opens those ones down there. Okay, and that will give us access to more buttons, but also the key and a teleporter out of here. So we can go if we want, but we're going to stay and do some secret stuff. Okay, that combination there will open this. And we have a new dagger, twin blade. Can't use it just yet. Dang. Oh, soon to be used. Firebomb. Rat shank. We're overloaded with food at the moment. I'm gonna leave food behind. Enchant lightning arrow in case we missed it. We already got it, and there's also blades in case we missed it. So there's a bit of double up with this spell scrolls, just in case. Be a shame to play through the Labyrinth of Lies with no fireball or something similar. Oh, come on, we can grab that. Actually, I'm gonna ditch these because I don't like them. And the icon sucks. It really does. Okay, next secret. This one here. And that gives us this chest. Now we've got a new sword. Gladiator blade. Sword's 12, power 16, speed 13. It's not a match on this. Attack power 24. It's very high for this time of the game. The tempered sword is really a good sword to get onto, so don't need gladiator blade. Throwing axe, why not? Some ring greaves. Freezing burst. Okay, our ice spell. We can learn that in a little while. Same with frostbolt. Same skill required. And a lightning bomb. That's it for here. Next puzzled area, I'm going to try and get done very quickly, although sometimes it's a bit of a confusing sort of maze. Alright, so we want it back now. It's talking about old red gem again. And we have a nice rock slime waiting for us. Not very nice. We're back into this corner, teleported out here, which brings us back around. We can, ouch. Stop talking and start fighting. Button here, we'll open that, which we need. Won't open that, so we need to dispatch this guy pronto. Okay, another fountain. Now, the old chalice we picked up, we can place like a flask as an alcove, onto it, and serve the same purpose as a healing crystal. So good old water fountains. Now this is the part you can see a bit of a chest there, and we just get teleported back here. Alright. Straightforward. Anything but. Teleporter maze. Now if I can remember the right way to go, which I usually cannot, this puzzle really gets me. We've got to press a bunch of buttons first up. It's one button. Okay, this is a door you want to open. The space is lit up with the green light. As you can see, that space is. That will teleport you back to the beginning of the puzzle. Alright. Now, I've already pressed that one. 2 out of 4 buttons pressed. You can see the doors opening up. This is back to the beginning. Three out of 4 buttons pressed. You can see the doors opening up there as we just teleported out of the room. I think this is the one we just pressed. Okay. And the 4th button we need pressed. Radio. Okay, so that would take us back to the beginning. This one, can't grab that as we teleport through. Now, that will also teleport us out, but we've opened up 2 doors and a walkway, essentially, and we need to find our way back. There we go. So this is one of the doors we've opened up. Teleporter toggle controls. So we turn a couple of teleporters off, and this one is turned off now. Okay, and we can access red gem. And this is the walkway we've opened up. Okay, we can walk our way through, teleport us there, give us a key. Yeah, that's the 2nd key, we need 4. And now, if memory serves, it's back this way. Step in through here, we grab Wizard's Rune Sphere. Alright, that's Augment Ice and Prismatics, Healing Ice, and Prismic Magic Arrow upgrades to Prismic Missile. And you require Staff Defense and Ice Magic. So, do I have? Yes. And it's got a little script down the bottom because he's so excited to have the Wizard's Rune Sphere. Right. Now from here... this is a good question. I do forget. Oh, okay. Oh, hang on, we've got to open up. We've got to press some more controls out there we need to toggle. How do we get there? Here we go. That were the controls. Hey, there we go. Alright, now that toggles some other teleporters. And... back through this way. I hope you're remembering all this. And this one. And here we have... oh, that is gone. Right. What are we looking for? Damn it. Let's see. That's the teleporter we deactivated, and we can duck in here. Scroll of Frostbolt. So we've already got that one. And we can keep another one for a bit of sneaky later on. Now, to get out of here, we need to turn back on that lever, but we leave the other one off because that will then keep this teleporter deactivated, and we can access the secret here. Slime bell. Flask. Conditioning impact, so armors, we can learn that straight away. Scroll of blink. Alright. And spellfire burst. So that's the spellfire burst spell we were talking about before. Spellfire Trinity, Stave and Shield. The amplification sort of script there. But we're not going that way this game, so we miss out. We can always dump points into fire with our mage later on, but that's probably just not going to be worth it by that stage of the game. Okay, someone eat some food. Unchecked items. Leave them. Actually, no, we'll grab them. Actually, no, that's a long way back. Let's just go and bust our way through the second part of Yggdrasil. Okay. I recently noticed on the video, the last part of Yggdrasil, that the sound is a bit warped. It's a bit of a shame, really. But nothing much we can do. Okay, Spideys. Save. Poison gland. And that rune one really does amplify those lightning spells. Unfortunately, Arc Shock doesn't amplify Lightning Blast, but you know, you can't have it all. Alright, open up this central area here. Alrighty. Note on the ground and milkreed. Lots of milkreed to be found here. So it's a scouting report from some of the teams that came through, talking about an ambush. It also gives you a clue to a secret that's just down the hall there, and yeah, just a bit of a flavour thing. Alright, it talks about vanishing through a wall, and this is where we find Warhammer if we're fighting with maces. Poison traps, don't step there. Bad idea. sneak up on a spider just here. Some fine spider juggling. More notes. Okay, talking about getting cut off again, etc, etc. And talking about the deconstruct spell again. So there's another hint there. When I find that spell, you can come back through the game, and not going to pull that lever just now. Yeah, you come back through and blow up a lot of cave-ins, and you can find some stuff. Nothing too critical, because if people aren't using air magic, then earth magic rather, then they won't find them. Alright, have this shut. I'm gonna have a sleep. Apologies for the delay. Alright. Come on in. This is the safest way to deal with these guys at this point. Oh. Don't get bit. What a jerk. Okay. So it's the old ice lizard. Reskinned by me. And you really can't get too cocky with these guys. Whoops. Alrighty. And we've got a lizard fang. They drop those. Green lizard steak, which we're going to eat straight away. Milk reed. And our next volunteer. Oh man, where did he go? Yeah, this is the safest way to do this part of this part of Yggdrasil. If you try and, there's 3 of them that come out, and it also opens the doors to the beholders as well, the green ones. And so you're trying to take on these guys through these corridors at the same time. bit tricky, so this is just a surefire, safe way to play the 4 square game. Obviously, no way you want to go toe-to-toe with these fellas. Now, along with those lizards being released, we have a couple of other things that have been opened. As I said, the door to the beholders. We've also got this secret here, mortar and pestle. We don't need one, but yes, I've hidden stuff in it, and the recipe to poison bombs. Okay, don't want a poison bomb. Rather have the flask. Thank you for making the recipe so horribly taxing. And more milk crate. This door here is open. Right now, I am going to drink it. Potion myself up. Start to make some rejuvenation potions. Okay, we don't have the recipe for that yet, but there's nothing stopping you, of course. I really don't want to use these potions here. I want to kind of save them for the fight that's waiting for us back at the 4 key, 4 gem area. Restoration. Does use quite a bit of energy, as you can see there. Really, I mean, you can just sleep that poison off if you've got the chance to do so. No need to cast a spell and waste that kind of energy. But cure poison does come in handy if you're in the middle of a fight and don't really have the time or place to sleep. Alright, it's too much to carry. the sake of getting rid of weight. It's not a bad position to be in. Okay. I made a request that there was a monster to be made, like the Gazer from Ultra Underworld, but someone, you know, has suggested Beholder, which is pretty much the same thing, really, and gladly we were gifted with the Beholder, who will be sneaky and shoot you with things. Right, Fiery Blast just takes him for 300 there. Pretty angry. Drops a key, mineral key. Yikes. Sweet. Alright. And yippee, we've been given a Beholder Eye. Good drop from a Beholder. So we can eat that. We can also do other things with that. Alright, Curse Skull. And we have a War Chief Vest ritual. It's talking about dropping the hints there. It's talking about being healthy, energetic, if they're particularly tough individuals. So it's a lot of trait checks on this one. Right, another taint point, which we don't have to deal with just yet. Now wisp shift portal. Right, and we pull this lever. Talking about the pit being closed in the center, so we've closed the pit for this area. Tome of Earth. Why not? And we have one key. Battle Axe, in case we missed it. More cave nettle. Tome of Bodybuilding. Athletics 3 required and gives you strength +1. Pretty handy. And a helmet. Also in here, on a little Goromog alcove, we've got a heavy shield, so we can ditch that small one. Unless she, of course, wants to use it. Now we've got 3 dudes over the carrying capacity, which is pretty annoying. Let's just get ourselves back. Rightio, okay. Now, I'm going to do some invent management for the next video. I'm going to call it here for this one, and in the next video we'll take on a bit of a boss fight, bunch of crabs, and we'll move into the engine rooms. Alright, thanks very much for watching, see you next time.